saluda Pam Martínez, hoy muy emocionada porque me encuentro con Ian Asher, que está aquí para tocar su primer festival con su primera canción original. Ian, thank you so much for having us.
Hey, thank you for having me. This is so exciting.
I know, right? Your first festival with your first original song. How are you feeling?
You know, it feels absolutely surreal. Mm-hmm. It feels unbelievable. EDC is, you know, a festival that I've been wanting to play for basically my entire life. Mm-hmm. And this is also my very first international gig. So I can't imagine a better venue and a better place to come than EDC Mexico.
Of course, you've been doing music for a long time and creating your own content, but this is your first original song.
Yeah.
So how was the process of making it?
You know, this was such a fun process making God on the Weekend because I really wanted to come out and make a song that was just about living in the moment, you know, celebrating going out on Friday, Saturday night with your friends, you know, calling them up, hey, let's go out, let's go to this place, let's go to that place, and then just escaping life, and then just, you know, living in the moment. And so when we got the concept of God on the Weekend, it was like something clicked. I was like, man, this is dope. Like, this is sick, you know. And I knew that from that moment I had to finish the track and really do it.
With your content creation, I guess you have a feeling now of what kinds of songs could be a hit, what kinds of songs resonate with people. Is that something you thought about while making the song?
You know, to a degree, yes, but I'm more interested in just trying to find and do something that's authentic to me and authentic to what I want to communicate and what I want to stand behind, you know? So that's the main thing I'm thinking about in this song and also in every song that I make and in all the future releases that I'm doing too, because there's so many, oh my gosh, the amount of songs that I have on my laptop right now that are, I can't wait to just put them out there.
And why now?
Why now? Geez.
Because I guess if you have a lot of material, that means you've been working on this for a while.
Yeah, for a long time. I mean, this has been the interesting thing about my journeys because I've been producing music and making music and DJing for, I think, like 10, 11 years now.
What?
Yeah. So it's been a while. And before I was doing social media, you know, before I got on TikTok and Instagram, I was pursuing becoming, you know, full-time music producer and songwriter. And I had actually, you know, back when several years ago, found some success doing that. You know, I got worked with ITZY on their album that went number one.
So cool. And I wanted to play a little bit with the lyrics because I also loved it. I think it's really playful and cool. Yeah. When was the last time you did something for the first time?
Yeah.
I guess Friday.
Yeah. Friday will definitely be the very first time that I've ever played an international gig, very first EDC, and oh my gosh, you know what? I did not make the connection between my song lyrics and this event going on.
It's crazy how things connect sometimes, right?
That's cool.
It's really, really cool.
Thank you.
And also, what makes a memorable night for you?
So many. The thing is, and here's the thing too, and this is why, you know, people love going to festivals, clubs, and bars, is because you never really know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You know, you never really know, and that's something too when it comes to, you know, DJing and performing live. That's what I try to bring in my sets. You know, like you're never really going to know exactly like which tracks are going to drop and which, you know, because it's all depending on the night and the energy and the vibe, you know what I mean?
Okay, and also part of the lyrics, what has been that one memory so far in your career that you think will last for a lifetime?
It's the first one that comes to mind is New Year's Eve. With Zed. Yeah, that was crazy. It was, you know, because Zed's obviously someone I've been listening to him my entire life. I've been a huge fan of him my entire life, and someone I've, you know, looked up to obviously on an artistic level. And so the fact that number one, I was direct supporting him, and number two, he brought me on stage during, you know, the ending of it. I was, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna forget that.
Tell us a little bit about how it all started. Did you always knew you wanted to pursue music?
100%. I mean, as I said earlier, I've been doing it for like 11 years, and I just remember becoming absolutely obsessed with it. The earliest possible memories were just centered around music, and it was always my thing that I loved doing. Like a lot of other you know, teenagers back then, like, had, you know, video games and stuff. And for me, it was always my video game. You know what I mean? Like making music and doing that. So it was something that I always knew I wanted to be a part of, and that I wanted to become the best that I could possibly be at making music, producing music, and being an overall artist.
And how did you get that first approach to music? Because you say you've been in this like 10, 11 years, you're barely in your early 20s.
Well,
so how did that happen?
I say that because that's when I first downloaded my digital audio workstation and got my first little DJ board. Was way back in the day. So that was when I first got into it. But really it was, I just remember being on YouTube and discovering Skrillex and Avicii, and then just becoming absolutely obsessed, downloading every single song and watching every single set, you know, studying what they were doing, and just for some reason I just always loved it, you know.
All right, and what's coming up next? What's 2023 gonna look like for you?
A lot of stuff, a lot of new music.
Yes.
A lot of new music, with some very exciting features. So, oh my gosh, that's gonna be crazy. So a lot of new music, a lot of shows. You're playing your first headliner soon. First headline show in my hometown. You know, we're doing it in Southern California, Time Nightclub on March 11th, and that's gonna be wild in itself. So, yeah, a lot more things like that for sure. Hi, I'm Ian Asher. Thank you for watching this interview, and remember, you can listen to all my music in Claro Música.